Any hoodle doodles. We're going to watch this video from Karen Gillan. Basically going through 1 week in the life of playing Nebula for Guardians of the Galaxy. Specifically for Volume 3, but I mean, how different was it really? Oh, Jesus. Why was it muted? I don't know.
Hello, if you hear a weird noise in the background, I have given my dog a bone, and she is going to town on it. So I decided to make this vlog because I essentially snuck my iPad onto the set of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and I decided to film all of this behind the scenes footage.
That's hilarious. I don't know what's worse in their eyes at Marvel. Karen Gillan, I always want to use a different name, but Karen Gillan doing this behind the scenes filming, or Tom Holland not being able really to keep a secret other than the fact that he kept secrets for the Spider-Man movie with all three of them better than Andrew Garfield and just lost his name. Point is, Tom Holland is typically the person that they are like, keep everything secret. He has to find out about it last second or he's gonna blab. Don't let him know. And then we have Karen Gillan do this. This is fantastic.
I haven't really seen that many behind-the-scenes Marvel things, but I have to assume that I have gotten about as close as you can possibly get to what it's like actually making one of these movies. I took my camera from first thing in the morning to last thing at night, over multiple days of filming. It was meant to be a day in the life of playing Nebula, and I was enjoying myself so much that I turned it into a week in the life of playing Nebula. I do want to warn you that there are a couple of spoiler moments in this video, so if you haven't seen Volume 3 yet, either avoid this or don't be mad.
Okay, I'll just not be mad. I still haven't seen it, but that's basically because I just... like... Thanos is dead, and I don't see any reason to care so much about the Marvel Universe anymore, and they've done a poor job of giving me a reason to want to see it anymore. Also, I think what we're going to find while watching this is that what is probably the most tedious and time-consuming part of her day playing Nebula each day is makeup. That's my assumption.
The scene is between me and Kraglin, and actually that's not really that much of a spoiler. Like, I don't think you'll really understand what's going on if you haven't seen the film. And also, the dialogue that you see us doing is actually improvised, and it was not in the film. So that'll be fun for you, those of you who have seen the film. You'll get to see a little old version of the scene between me and Kraglin. And then the other spoiler moment is a bit of this video where I'm learning my lines, and that is a spoiler. So beware of that. I'm going to interject throughout the video to kind of add context, but actually the real reason is that I want you to remember what I look like when I've got nice makeup on, I've actually slept, and I have nice lighting. Other than that, I hope that you enjoy this sneaky peek into what it's like spending a week playing Nebula.
So I'm going to point out one more thing, since she said she's going to show us some stuff of her trying to learn her lines. I would assume that for an actor or an actress, having to learn your lines most of the time is probably the part of the job that's the worst and the least fun. So that may seem like it is the most tedious part of her day going through this. But because of the amount of makeup she has to sit through each day to become Nebula, I just think that would be way, way worse. And maybe that's just me personally it would be worse for, but I think that would be so much worse.
Okay, here's Randy to come and pick me up. Oh, here he is here. Good morning, Randy. We can't see you. Thank you. Yeah, that's the mess that I've made in my car. How are you feeling this fine morning?
Good morning. Too early in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
My name's Andy Johnson, and I'm Karen's assistant.
Rapscallion. That is the code name that I gave for my trailer. So this is my trailer. So I come in the morning. These are my sites, which tell me all of the scenes that we're doing in the day, and then all of the dialogue. Today I'm flying a lot of spaceships, because that's what I do. I have some snacks over here.
Huh.
I have a little seating area over here with a fun little fake fire, because you know I love a fake fire. This is for all the cooking I will never do in here. And then up here is the bedroom. Just a nice little bit with cheeky TV. Another fake fire. Okay, so now what I always have to do is come in and put on clothes that can get absolutely covered in blue makeup. Okay, so now I am in.
See? She even has to put on specific clothes that can just get covered in the makeup. Like, what part of that sounds fun? You know what I mean? Like, the end result, spectacular. And it is part of the job. But still.
These beautiful clothes to get covered in blue makeup. I'm totally procrastinating on going into makeup. But we've got to go! Because we've got to get started. So, let's get blue. I should have said that with a bit more gusto. So that I can, like, cut out of it. Let's get blue!
This is your first reminder of what I look like with a ring light, flattering makeup, and a full night's sleep.
Okay, so now we will to Nebula makeup trailer. These are all the other Guardians trailers, and they all have code names. Okay, so here we are. Hi, ladies. Good morning. So this is the Nebula makeup truck. There's a piece of my skin. And she's got a mug, and she's got loads of heads. But first, we start with the Nebula hair situation, because as we all know, she is bald. So Sean's going to come in and wrap all of this hair, and there's a lot to contend with. This is Sean.
How are you?
I make Karen go from Karen to Nebula.
Holy shit. Look at that. Her hair literally just became a helmet that protects her head and keeps it safe from crashes on a bicycle. Holy shit. I did a lot of crazy stuff with my hair back in the day, before, that, but never in all my years did my head turn into a bike helmet. That is, man, you got to get all that out.
Valerie is my costumer, so she helps me get into the extremely complicated superhero outfits.
I was really hoping that after the time lapse they would show us like how long that actually takes. And like you got to keep in mind that's just her like the neck up, right? So and that still looked like it was a few hours, like at least probably 2 hours, right? At a very bare minimum, assuming that it's just basically like latex things to put on in place on her face and not as much her face, and then they put the makeup on all that maybe, then like maybe it's 2 hours. But that looked like it was a much longer process than the time lapse would deceptively make us believe. It would be my assumption of that. I have no idea how long it takes to do movie makeup professionally, and there are 2 people doing the makeup as well, but I would assume that that's like a 2-hour process at a bare minimum, and that's with 2 people. So if you look at like man hours, it's not even just 2 hours of makeup. That's for Karen, that's 2 hours, but that's 4 hours of makeup work.
Slides on
much easier third generation. Yes, each arm has been getting more and more comfortable with each film.
Oh, that's
You want to
good.
get back to the
Progress with like the costume design being more efficient, more comfortable for the actors and actresses. That's always good, especially when it doesn't take away from the actual end product and end result, right?
We have done how many movies together now? We did Guardians 2, Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, and now that's 4 movies.
5 years.
Woo!
Hi. So we are just finished in makeup. Ooh, hello. Now I'm about to get my COVID test. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, that was the later stages of the testing because they didn't have to tickle her brain. You notice that? You notice that? I noticed that. It looks like you can see too, like where the mask and stuff, like latex ends right here when she's talking. You kind of see that a little bit better here.
It's probably a completely blue.
See what I mean? You can see it with that lighting better, how it's like a ring that looks like it comes around, and you just notice it right here on the front better, like it's something for like the shaping down in this portion maybe. I don't know.
swab. I'm basically ready to go.
See though? This is what I was talking about before with bald caps when we watched Jeffree Star do the Voldemort transformation, how I was saying sometimes you get the lumps and the wrinkles and you can still tell, and the visual effects artists have to really do a great job. You see all these wrinkles and like, you see what I mean? Like that's not natural wrinkling from her skin. That's the latex cosmetics.
Apart from my lips. On my hands. So those are going to get done on set. We just like to do them up there so I can eat and drink and stuff without ruining the lips. So now they're going to call me in a few
That makes
minutes
sense.
on set, and then we are going to finish getting ready, and we're going to start filming the scenes of the day. Today's going to be a fun day. I have a lot of flying in a spaceship and a few things with a rocket and a couple of scenes with Kraglin. So it should be a good day. Also, I thought, because I have a couple of minutes, maybe I could answer some of the questions. I feel like, am I looking so not at the camera? Where is the camera? The camera is here. Okay, I'm going to connect with you. I watched the Nebula makeup time-lapse film that we did a few years ago, and I looked at some of the comments, and there was a lot of questions from people, so I thought, I should just do a mini Q&A and clear up some of those questions. So the biggest question was, do you have to get into this makeup every single day that you are filming? And the answer is yes, absolutely. I've done this makeup over 100 times now over the course of a few films. Actually, it's been about 170 makeups at this point. This movie, I think I have just under 60 days of filming. So yeah, I'll do this makeup like 57 times or something like that, close to 60. Another answer to your question is my mechanical arm is actually made of like a rubber. And I just, put it on and with some talcum powder. Ooh.
That makes sense, that it would be rubber so that she can move and have mobility, because she has to be able to act out her scenes. And then she said talcum powder. And then visual effects people are going to come in, they're going to touch up things like the wrinkles there that we see, and they're going to touch this up and make it look more metallic than it will just off of the camera probably, right? Like, that's their job. So there's certain, like, editing things that go on that we don't ever really notice a whole lot.
Hello? That knock that I hear on the trailer door, I've been hearing, a lot for the past, 12 years of my life. And so sometimes, legitimately, I will be asleep and I will hear, they're ready for you! And I wake up and I'm like, oh, what? And I think I'm in my trailer. I'm just in my bed. Got my sides, got my phone, turn the lights off to be good for the environment. And let's do this.
Well, here's Randy. You're getting a better look at him now that it's actually daylight. So how does it, what's it like being a driver?
It's very nice when you have very nice people like Karen.
Did anybody else notice, like, he doesn't want to be on camera? watch how this whole thing goes with that guy, and it's just, to me, it's things like that are always fun to watch, and they're a little funny.
To be good for the environment. Let's do this. Well, here's Randy. You're getting a better look at him now that it's actually daylight. So how does it...
See, I'm going to move behind him. Yep, see you later. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, bless you. But it's not nice when you have to wake up at... What time did you have to wake up today?
2:45.
Oh, Randy. That's horrendous.
But it is worth it. It was
Oh, good. Well, hopefully you get a wee nap in today. This is Ari.
Hi, I'm the base camp AD.
Yes.
I'm here in the mornings to get everything going and throughout
Yep.
the day.
She makes it all happen.
Makes it all happen.
And has such a cute dog. What's the weirdest thing?
Hold on. No, why? What? It's just funny.
Thing that I've ever asked you to do.
I'll keep that confidential.
Exactly. Right answer.
I am the first team PA. I work with all the casts. I make sure they're ready for the camera, ready to shoot. They get changed over if we need, all that good stuff.
Yes, April has to wrangle all the actors, which I've heard is like having a bunch of toddlers running around.
I liken it to cats.
So I follow April every day.
And here are our tents.
Okay, so this is where we live when we're not on the actual set itself. And this is the Nebula tent. Thanks, Val. Okay, so in here we have Nebula hands, we have a mic pack, so that sound can record everything that I'm saying with really good quality. And here's my Nebula chair that's covered in goo. More hands.
T-Mobile no.
Like, that makes sense for them to have a microphone like that, especially in a modern time, so they don't always have to have the boom and worry about shadows and can we crop that out and things of that nature. I've always kind of wondered if they do that, to be honest. Unnecessary.
What is happening? This is one of the rare occasions where we're on set and they're not ready. So this is what happens.
You just get to chill and have a little fun. Cut loose.
Stretch it out.
Yes.
Come on, Michael. Anything.
I'm a prop master, and anything that the actor touches, I am responsible for. So I'll buy it, rent it, borrow it, steal it, manufacture it.
So what's that you've got?
This is Nebula's communicator. And
Oh.
It goes on my
And
costume.
it goes on her costume right here. And today is special because Rocket throws it to her, and she's going to have to put it on all by herself.
What? So now we're putting on the mechanical hand. Okay, now we're walking onto set. Oh, this is Lars, the first AD. Scheduling wizard.
Hi.
Where's our director? How are you? I'm doing a day in the life of Nebula.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
It's like, like smashing bugs.
Being mean to people that don't
Being
deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the voice of Rocket at Krablin today. Oh, sneaky peek on the monitors. Don't
Do you want
worry.
to know what you're doing today?
Oh, I know. I'm flying a ship.
You're going to fly a ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And also, it's going to be difficult because I plugged myself into the ship.
Yeah, you have to plug your arm into the ship and take over the controls.
So, just like, do you want to know what you're doing today? Well, I know because I read the notes you gave me. Okay, good. It looked like he just passively sat back and was like, cool, I'm the director, but I don't feel like I need to do directing right now, so just do your thing.
Okay, we're about to do a rehearsal on this very beaten up spaceship.
And to be clear, he doesn't have to do directing all the time. If she knows what to do, and like they've, over the course of making all these films, I'm sure that they've built up the rapport that they understand, like, okay, if I need direction, I'll say, or it'll be obvious to you because of this or that type of a thing. To be perfectly clear, it's not like a director needs to constantly be up every actor's ass about what they need to be doing and how they need to get into the right mindset or whatever.
With Rocket.
With Rocket. Look at little Rocket.
Just gonna be here.
Oh, there you go. This is our boom operator.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Excellent. How are you doing?
How would you describe your job on this movie?
I hold what's called the idiot stick.
Okay, it makes sense, right? You gotta hold. Someone's got to do it. It's, it's not a glamorous job, but it has to get done, right?
I'm gonna bring that fire up. All right, you good, Henry? All right, here we go. Ready and action.
I can't fly this frickin' thing. The flight controls are screwed.
I'll do it. Go help the others. Wait! Get your comm.
Sure, you're okay.
Yeah? Clever. I'll follow from this side.
Good. Anything else you need, Henry? I think we're good.
Franklin, he's steering the ship. Now we're cutting back. This is basically right after.
I hope this gives people an insight into why I call actors and actresses professional pretenders. Like, they have a crew of people who put them into an amazing cosplay, like S-tier cosplay, right? Ideally. Sometimes it's not. But we're going to ignore that for now, okay? So you get people that build and craft and create an S-tier cosplay for you. You have to come up with the right voice and accent. You have to be able to perform the emotions and the mobile actions. So you have to be doing things. But she's not in space. You see that? It's all green screen and little markers, and like there's not even really glass on the ship, right? It's just the framework. It's not a real spaceship. It's just a set piece. Like they pretend. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, when they're trying to tell you about things you should be doing with your life or how the world should operate. They've spent their life doing what children do from the beginning, and they play pretend all day.
That's the director and head of VFX and DP looking at the storyboards for the day.
My name is Brianna Michelle, and I'm actually standing on the film, so I get to help set up all the shots before Karen comes in.
And I love that you look like me in real life.
Yes, yes I do.
Which is not really relevant on this film because I'm completely bald and blue.
It is not, but at least I'm the same height and everything.
Now you can see us. I mean, the resemblance is incredible.
Before, after.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, we worked on both the Jumanji films together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been great.
I know, it's really fun to have the consistency of, like, having the same people that you work with, like, over different movies. Oh, you've got to go to work. Sorry. Fine. I got Brianna in trouble. So I thought it would be fun to teach you some terms that we use on a film set. So you may or may not know that to go 10-1 means that you're going to the bathroom. So, like, say I go to the bathroom and somebody asks where I am, they'll be like, Karen's 10-1. It's code for,
Do you like having a P.O. box but are tired of wasting time and money?
Code for... Let's just say there's also code 10-2. It's also used in the bathroom.
Here comes Karen.
I think that was because the carrot might mess up the makeup. Still kind of trying to figure it out. But I'm pretty sure it's because she thought she might have messed up her makeup.
All right, here we go. Let's roll, please. Got lots of sparks going.
Hey, come on.
All right, here we go. We're set, ready, and action. Fragula back in action.
Those sparks up there are awesome.
What?
Like,
That's a couple named Fragula. Do you prefer Nebula?
Yeah, I think my name should be first.
Does that mean that we're engaged? I've been married lots of times. Believe me, it's great.
How many times?
Like 14. Yeah, but it's great. Believe me, we should think about this. I'll let you take some time to mull it over. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, go back to that one more time.
what?
Give me the yeah, I got it part.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What? I see why they took that out. But Jesus Christ. I like that they fixed something up here to actually make sparks too. So like the sparks are real. They probably emphasize them a little bit more with some editing tricks, but like the sparks are real. They probably just emphasize them, make them a little more dramatic, right?
Still rolling.
And am I tripping out, or are they filming with a robot? Like, is this a robot they're filming with, or is it somebody moving like an arm thing? I'm still trying to like piece that together a little bit.
All right, here we go. Ready and action.
And that's a wrap on me today. Woohoo! How are you feeling about being wrapped, Andy? Oh, he's devastated. He wants to stay at work. So now I'm back in my trailer, and we get to start the D-rig. So first we're going to get all of the costume off. Then we put it on. In the ship during all of this. Oh, best part of the day. No, the best part of the day is the makeup coming off. But this is a great process.
I'm sure with the amount of hair she has and the fact that they turn it into a bicycle helmet, that being able to free her hair from that torment is probably the best feeling portion of the day, to be quite honest with you.
Okay, so we have been counting down from 10 set to 5, and this looks like a crazy person, but this is all the days that we've done so far. And it's your turn to do the honors. Sam. Good morning. So it is a completely different day today. It is a Friday, and I have it off, which is rather exciting. So I need to go back to LA because we've got some press coming up for another film. So I'm on my way to the airport right now.
It's important. You gotta do your job, right?
Town, and let's go to LA.
2 words.
I'll also say, like, it's got to be like nice that the makeup team actually are the ones taking that out of her hair. Doing that yourself would suck hard.
Okay, truth be told, I'm leaving my mask on because I have a really horrible friend living on my face at the moment, so this is as much as you're getting of my face. I am home in Los Angeles. I'm going to go straight into a fitting because I have press tomorrow for the Bubble film coming out. I still have blue under my fingernails. Look at all of these clothes and wait for it. Shoes!
Good God!
This is Elliot. Time is
There's a lot of shoes.
5:22 a.m. So now if I sit and in my mind, it should be 15. Who are you?
revolutionary ship.
I got off the ship.
You what?
Are you
On the ship.
on the ship?
I didn't lie.
Why are you on?
To save you, obviously.
I told you to go back. You should know by now. I always figure an incredibly clever way to get out of a fix. Tell him I said hi.
Really?
Tell him we're coming to save him.
Pay attention or play with the kids. One or the other.
Play with the kids. How did you get out? That's not important. I am rude. Jumping 1,000 feet to your death without a parachute is a clever way of getting out of a fix. You're all just making stuff up these days, right? The important thing is we're all okay.
Rocket and see. That is basically how I learn my lines. By doing bad versions of everybody else's voices, leaving spaces for my lines on the phone. And then I do that so many times, and then I will.
She records herself doing all the voices for all the characters so that she can act out her own lines and practice. That's actually really smart, but it's also a lot of work. Like, Jesus. That's a lot of effort to put in. You got to record yourself reading everybody else's lines while voice acting those characters. Like, it doesn't have to be good because it's not going to be the product, but you got to voice act theirs so that you can actually perform your lines where they belong. It's, man, just thinking that through, that sounds like it's very tedious to go through, but like I said, that's the job. No job has portions of it, or that's the wrong way to say this. Every job has portions to it that you're not going to like, that are tedious, and that suck to do, and you just have to deal with it and do those parts of the job anyways. Otherwise, it's not going to get done, and you're not going to be as good at it as you need to be or could be. And if you're not doing those parts of your job so that you become better, you're never going to reach a point where you can make the most money in that job. Like, this is how people who have no knowledge or skills develop skills and knowledge in an area and start a business that becomes very successful, is they put in the extra time and effort on the portions of the job that they do not like doing, so that they understand how everything works together and they can put together their company correctly.
Also, go through each line and say it like 20 times as fast as I can, because actually that started because I was acting in a different accent and my natural accent, and like I really need my muscles to remember where to go. So I thought I would train, and then I just ended up sticking with that technique actually. It just means I can zone out a little bit. That sounds bad, but no, when I'm acting, like I don't want to be thinking about the words. I want to just be free to.
Look at the amount of space between, like, the bottom of the glass and where the drink is in that. That's a lot of extra weight. That's not how I would design a mug.
Go wherever I want to emotionally, and sometimes it feels restricting if I'm like, what do I say next? I'd rather just, that's done, muscle memory, and I can just do whatever I want. It almost feels like I do all of the hard work the night before, and then I just like have a laugh all day. Oh, here is the photo shoot. Wow. It's John Apatow! This is my day in the life of video.
Oh my gosh, is this what every day of your life is like?
I have changed out of my trousers and put jeans on and boots, but kept the top on. And I've taken all the water from the hotel room, which I'm allowed to do because we booked the room.
That's actually true. So if you drink bottled water and you go to a hotel room, that shit's yours now. Like, they put new bottles of water in there for everybody. If you don't open it, you're just saving them money, but they expected you to take that water. You gotta be careful with that, because you can get rooms in some hotels where they have, like, the little shooters, and they've got sodas, and they've got candy. You can actually get rooms that are like that, and they will charge you for those types of things. But like the complimentary items, if you drink bottled water all the time, for instance, and you're in a hotel room, you may as well keep your water, right?
What's happening now is I'm going from Los Angeles back to Atlanta, and that's it.
Take a colorful journey of flavor.
You got to get back to work now, huh? Everybody has that time in their day, I guess.
I don't know.
No.
Good morning. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning. I came back into work at about 4:30 in the morning, got into the makeup again, and now I'm just waiting in my trailer for them to come and knock for me so I can put my costume on.
See, so 4:30, get to the set, so let's say that's like 5, and then she's got to take a minute and then get down there, so probably like, what, 6:30 or so like an hour and a half to get to where she is with the makeup right now.
On the plane journey, I got a lot of work done actually. So I guess when this video comes out, a lot of things will have been announced by then. So I can talk about the fact that I am creating an app. The app is called Scene. Anyway, Nebula, as you were. And that has been an incredible process. And I should do just a completely separate video just about that because it has been so wild.
Smart.
To be like, okay, I am going to create an app. I don't know how to create an app. I don't know anyone who has done that before. So let me just dive into this and see if I can figure this out. It was so rewarding. It's been so rewarding so far because it's not something that I'm like that other people are doing that I'm putting my name to. Thankfully, I found some amazing people to join me on this adventure. I am really chatty this morning. I don't know why I'm so energetic. I had such a whirlwind weekend.
Good morning.
So, it is Friday, and I think I left you on Monday morning last.
I believe so.
I flown back from Los Angeles to Atlanta, came into work Monday morning. So I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, filming on the film. And now it's Friday, and I'm not actually filming today, so that is when we have to do our stunt rehearsals and all the other things that we don't have time to do when we're filming. Again, a reminder, flattering makeup, a full night's sleep, and a ring light.
Makes sense to do this. They've got to do all the choreography for all the fight scenes and everything, right? So, like, even without the other actors in there or whatever, or extras, whoever it is, you've got to be responsible for your own movements, right? You've got to know what you do. I think that is Chris Pratt, though. I can't tell who people are with these masks on, I'm not going to lie. I have no idea if these are the actors.
I think this video has given you a pretty good...
I would assume it is, because it would make sense to just have everybody who's going to be in the scene doing the choreography together at one time. Obviously. Like, unless this actor's working on the film, shooting a scene, obviously, right? Then somebody steps in, hopefully. That way you guys can practice as much as possible still, if that's what you're trying to do. But it would make sense for it to be the other actors, so I'd assume that that's what it is. But like I said, I can't tell who's who with the masks on and shit, so I'm not going to pretend that I know for sure who that is. That looked like it could very well have been Chris Pratt.
Grasp of my general day-to-day life while I'm filming. It's a lot of being Nebula. It's a lot of trying to work out, or trying to persuade myself to work out. It's a little bit of press for other films sometimes, that's more sporadic, and then it's obviously keeping on top of the app. And that is pretty much my life. So I hope you have enjoyed this journey with me. How do you close out these things? I would just love to take this opportunity to say thank you all so much for seeing the film. It has done so extraordinarily well. Thanks for joining me on this journey.
Goodbye. Never come back here.
That was a good way to end out our video, that's for sure. It already swapped over. Yeah, that was a good way to end it out. Throw a like on that one for sure.